Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you're able to all see me and hear me. Okay, looks like I'm online. All right. So I will quickly get started because this was a rescheduled session. So I know some of you may not have got advance notice uh, to see this. So I believe most of you would be watching it as a recorded session. So I hope you're all doing good, and we will quickly get started in the interest of time. We're going to cover four-digit multiplication today. Okay, so session is about four-digit multiplication. We are going to briefly recap a bit of the vertically and crosswise method we did for two and three-digit multiplication. Okay, and then we will then take it forward from there. Okay, so ultimately we are going to use a simple sutra, and it is one of the most effective and powerful sutras in Vedic mathematics. It is called vertically and crosswise. Let me just, yeah, it's called vertically and crosswise. Just had to silence my phone there. So, and we will explore, right? We've done two digit, three digit, and the same pattern is extending to four digit. So, and then we will see that. Okay, so let me quickly get started. So for those of you who are not aware, I just wanted to briefly introduce the first 5 to 7 minutes a bit about Unacademy, helping you understand what Unacademy is, what the platform is, and what are some of the exciting features available on this platform. Okay, so Unacademy is one of India's largest e-learning platform in terms of getting you great content to help you achieve your goals. And one of the wonderful features that has been recently launched is Unacademy Ask a Doubt. So whether you are a subscriber or not, you have the ability to ask a doubt on your, of course, on what your school syllabus is. If you're learning, if you're on the CBSE 9th, 10th, 11th grade, you can ask on any subject. So these are the features. You can simply, of course, you got to register on the portal on Unacademy. Ask a doubt. There is a section called Ask a Doubt. Take a picture, click and select that, or you want to crop and maybe focus only a section of that, a part of your textbook, and then choose the subject and then sit tight. You will receive a solution soon. So isn't it great? Because doubts are a part of your learning process. You have, the more doubts you have, the better your understanding is, the better you reinforce any concept. So doubts are very good. Healthy doubts keep your learning process very engaging, and you don't assume things. And if when in doubt, always ask, right? That's one mantra in life that you have to always follow. Don't assume things. When in doubt, always ask, get it clarified, and then soon you will be an expert, and you will be asking less doubts. You will always be getting the concepts right. So this is a great feature. Try it out. And of course, if you're not familiar with Unacademy Plus subscription, lot of benefits to Plus subscription, because this of course comes at a subscription price, because of course you learn from the comfort of your home. You have access to top educators, and there are regular doubt clearing sessions, and of course you get the study materials that you can download in PDF formats. There's live test series and a lot more. The best part is you get unlimited access to a lot of courses. And if you're preparing for your exams, maybe this is the right time to get Unacademy, especially in the month of Feb. Just a couple of days left. There's a special flat 10% off the subscription. I'll give you a coupon code at the end if you want to use it. Okay. New batches start every Monday, and these are the pricing for the Unacademy Plus subscription. Yeah. So this is the pricing for the Unacademy Plus subscription, and then of course there is it starts off with a monthly plan, and then you can take on plans as you wish to extend it. But start small. If you see value, continue it. If not, look for something else. But I'm sure there will be some value in it that you can find, and it will be useful. Unacademy Iconic subscription takes it one level higher. See, there are certain students or learners that might need that extra help, right? So Iconic takes it one level higher in terms of there is personalized learning. There's live doubt solving. Also there's a parent teacher connect, and there's a personalized planning that is done for you. And of course you get all the benefits of the regular Plus subscription. So these are some things that help you get to your goal faster, or for those who need that extra help to reach their goals. There's another pricing for Unacademy Iconic subscription. You can check it out. It starts off with a 3-month subscription. That's the minimum, and then you can add on. So see if this works out for you. See what's the best fit. Try plus, and then see if you need Iconic. Then you can of course upgrade to that. Creative Corner is another category in itself. Lot of great content there, because it is not just, it's beyond your school syllabus. Then there's things that might be like extracurricular activities for you, right? Like music, magic tricks, effective communication, debating. These are skills that are very, very important and will help you in the long run, right? Help you in difficult times as well, because you have something to really go after your passion. And deep inside there are people that don't know their passion, and when they listen to classes and learnings from others, from great educators who teach this content, who teach these topics out there, who put out great content, right, you probably will be discovering something new. Or maybe you already have a passion and then you want to get more expert advice on them. So that's also where Creative Corner really helps you discover your creativity, your inherent creativity, essentially, right? So check it out. That has its own subscription prices, but all this, you get a 10% off. You can try this coupon out, Anup YT10. That will give you a 10% off for the month of Feb. Okay, so that's a bit of introduction. There's of course Unacademy app that you can download. There's a lot of free sessions, free live classes that you can explore. All of that is absolutely free. A lot of Creative Corner sessions are also been free. I mean, I've taken some Vedic Math sessions that are available on special classes that are free. You can actually check it out. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 4-digit multiplication. All right. So let's just quickly talk a little bit of a recap on the vertically and crosswise method. For the 2-digit multiplication, if you remember, we are multiplying 24 into 12. And if you remember, this was the traditional method. And maybe if you don't remember because maybe you're not attended the classes, that's okay. But here's a quick recap. And this is a pattern we will use, okay? And it's called vertically crosswise because you have a vertical lines and you have crosswise lines, right? So when you're multiplying a 2-digit number, this is a very simple example. I mean, in your traditional method, you multiply your units digits, tens digits, right? You first multiply the units digits by this units digits, this tens digits by this tens digit. Then you write it down, then you multiply this units digits by this tens, right? This tens digit by this unit digit, and again you multiply the tens by tens, and then that's how you add it up together, right? That's how you do it. See, it's all about simply adding your units, tens and hundreds. Then ultimately you will get it, right? This is what you get. You're trying to find out what's the hundreds place, what's the tenths place, and what's the units place, right? For any number it is, then of course you will have thousands place and 10,000s place and all that, right? So when you have two numbers in Vedic Maths, the approach is simplified, because when you multiply the units place by units place, you get the units place, right? Simple as that, right? When you multiply two units places, you get the units place. Then when you multiply the tens place with this ones and this tens place with this units place with this tens, right? So you're multiplying, when you multiply, this is a units place, this is a tens place, this is the tens place, and this is the units place. So effectively you're getting two tens, and that becomes your tens place. Okay, and then when you multiply two tens, right, what happens when you multiply two tens? You get your hundreds, right? So that's your hundreds place. So that number sits in the hundreds place. So that's why this pattern is very very easy, right? And it's logical. There is nothing new about it. Vedic Maths is not like I'm teaching you some magic, right, where you can get it. This is logical. Here also you're doing the same thing, right? But you're doing it slightly different, because you're taking one digit at a time, multiplying this digit, you're multiplying these two and with this, right? That also, if you see, you will get the same answer. You're essentially adding it up together, right? You get it. It's not required actually, because your goal, you have to focus on your end goal, right? I'm trying to get this, and that's how the method was derived, of course. But you can remember this as a pattern for any 2-digit multiplication, right? So you first multiply the units, both the units place, you get this. Then you cross multiply, you get the tens place, and when you multiply both the tens place, you get your hundreds place. That's all you need to remember. So you've got your answer. Okay, So you try out with any two-digit number. It's a good practice. Keep practicing it, and you're able to do it mentally rather than, of course, you can't do this mentally, right? You can't do this mentally. It's not easy, right? If it's a if there is a 6, 7, 8, 9 in those numbers, it's not going to be easy. But in Vedic maths, the idea is that you're dealing with single numbers. It's going to be a lot easier, right? You're doing smaller operations, and your brain is able to better do that faster. Our brain is not tuned to do this, but our brain is tuned to do this. We can do and operate on single and small numbers, and it's much easier to do that way. Okay, so let me just quickly go on to the three-digit multiplication now. Okay, now the three-digit multiplication is slightly a different pattern, but it follows the same method itself. Okay, now in the three-digit multiplication, I hope it's clear and you can see this, right? Okay, so in the three-digit multiplication, what do we do? Suppose these are represented as three-digit numbers, right? Your first step would be to multiply these two numbers, and that's how I get 4 here. 4 into 1 is a 4. My next step, right, I've got my units place. Now to get my tens place, I will be doing that tens by ones and tens by ones, right? So when I multiply a 0 into 1, what do I get? I get a 0 plus 4 into 2. What do I get? I get 8. So this is done. This is done, right? Okay, maybe I will represent it this way. So this is 4, this is 4, this is done, right? Now this 8, this also we did. So we did this as well, right? Now let's go here, shifting this one here. All these three numbers, so operation on all these three numbers. Okay, so what do you do here? You multiply 5 into 1, keep it in your head, 5, right? Plus 3 into 4. What is 3 into 4? 12. So remember what I kept that 5, I kept it in my head, right? So I got to add it, no? 5 into 1 plus 3 into 4. So 5 into 1 is a 5, 3 into 4 is a 12. So 5 plus 12 is a 17. Then you add it 2 into 0. 2 into 0 is a 0 only, no? So what do you get? 5 plus 12, I get 17. So now I have to write 17. Now see, I have written this 1 in a carry, right? Because this is of the next power. So this will not be added here. You can't write it here 17 like that. This will go to the next power because you have got 1 greater than 9. It's gone. It's not a single digit, right? It's a double digit, right? So this double digit, so keep it as a simple thumb rule that when you are allowed only 1 digit here. Okay, just keep that. Whatever, whether you get 2 digits or 3 digits, keep that here in the carry. Okay, that will go to the next power. Okay, so I've got 17. 17 is also done. Now let's shift this. Now doing this, I'm going to get to 4 digit, but I'm just doing a recap for those who have not done 2 and 3 digit. Otherwise, it's difficult to understand. So my next step is this: 5 into 2 plus 3 into 0. So 5 into 2 is 10 plus 3 into 0 is a 0, right? My initial example, if you notice, I've kept it light, kept it easy. If you have a 0, it's easy, you know? So one step less, right? Calculation. So 5 into 2 is a 10. So I got 10 here. So this is also done. Now last one is easy peasy, you know? 5 into 3, right? Not a big deal, na? 5 into 3. So that is a 15, right? Now I will have to ensure that I take care of my carries. You can't leave those carry fellows down there, right, by itself. They're kind of, you know, so you got to move this here. When you add this here, this becomes a 1, and this 1 gets added to a 15. It becomes a 16. Now if you see right here, there is no, I cannot write it as a carry because the last digit, we will write it always as a full number. Okay, so there's no carry that you will write here. The last digit, will you always write it as a full number here, this digit here that you're calculating, not any of those digits. That exception is only for this last digit that you're carrying here, because that will anyway come under that power, right? 15, you're anyway writing it that way. So the answer is 161784. Okay, so simple pattern. You start off with this vertically, this red box that you see, and the outside box, see, if you see both the outsides, it is the same thing. You're multiplying these 2 digits and these 2 digits. So that is all clear, right? So that's why I put that in red. The middle ones is all about that cross multiplying, right? So you do a cross multiply here. You get that first, this one. Then you do a cross multiply like this, right? You do this, and do this, right? So you see all the stars coming here. And then you shift, you do this, right? And then last step is you do this one. So this pattern has to be in your memory. If you're able to do it, even 3-digit multiplication over practice, you can do it mentally. Okay, because you're storing small numbers and you keep writing one digit as you do that operations, because you're doing it one small operations, right? So you can keep writing that numbers. Mentally means you can still write it in a paper and then you can still write, just keep writing it. That's it. So effectively you will do it mentally after some time, right? After some practice. So I hope that's just quickly 2-digit and 3-digit, and I hope it's clear. Let's quickly move on to the main. This one for today is the 4-digit multiplication, and don't be scared looking at it. It's going to be a slightly bigger pattern, okay? But if you look at it, it is also following the same thing, right? So these are 4-digit numbers. So my first step would be to do this. It is very logical, no? I will do this, then I will do this, then I will first take these 3 digits, I will do this, then this is the middle one, right? Then I will do an operation here, this crosswise plus this crosswise plus this crosswise, right? Then this pattern repeats like a mirror image here. See, it's a mirror image, right? Here, this one, and that's how you get your answer. So there's nothing at all difficult in this. It's just that, you know, you just got to be understanding that the pattern that comes out of it, right? Oops, something happened to my pen. Just give me a sec. Okay, yep, it's back online. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 operations that you will do to get your answer. In your 3-digit multiplication you had 1 2 3 4 5 operations, and here in your 2-digit multiplication you had 1 2 3 operations, right? 3 5 and 7. So did you notice one thing? When you have a 2-digit multiplication, we had 3 operations, right? When we had a 3-digit multiplication, we had 5. I was just seeing if there's a pattern, just exploring, or nothing. So it's just odd numbers, that's all. There's no correlation as such. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, 1 2 3. The only thing that I can see is the difference between these 1 2 and a 3. It just follows a sequence, that's all. So I believe a 5-digit will be at least nine steps, right? Which will get you to a 4. So you can guess the number of steps. So in a 5-digit operation, there should be 5-digit multiplication, there should be 9 steps. But anyway, not relevant that much. As long as you know the there's no need to memorize the number of steps or anything. Just simply you need to know that, you know, you do this operation on this one, you shift it, you do this, then just keep following that same pattern. Okay, so let's try some examples now, and we'll do that today. What do I have? First one is 2 3 4 1 into 1 2 3 4. Okay, if you have a pen and paper, do it with me. Okay, so the very first step is what did I say? 4 into 1, right? So got a 4. Next step would be 4 into 4 16 plus 3 into 1, which is a 19, right? Next step would be 3 into 4, which is a 12, right? 3 into 4, which is a 12, plus 2 into 1, which is a 2. So 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 12, which is a 14 plus 12, which is a 26, right? So I'm keep on writing the carry. I will manage the carry later. Okay. My next step would be 2 into 4 8. 8 plus 1 9, right? I've got that 9. So I've got, let me keep writing here. 2 into 4 8. 2 into 4 8 plus 1 9 plus 3 into 3 9 plus 8 17, right? 9 plus 8 is 17, plus this 9 will give you 26. So this one will become 26, right? Next step would be these 3 numbers, right? This one, right? So what would be this? 2 into 3 is a 6, plus 4, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 6 16, right? and then you're going to do this operation, which is a 4 plus 3, 7, right? And then finally this operation, 2 into 1, which is a 2. So what would be answer here? 2, 8, 8, 8, 7, 9, 4, right? That's my answer. You can check it out. This is what you will get, right? So quick recap again. First operation was 1 into 4. Next operation is 4 into 4 plus 3, 16 plus 3, 19. Oops, trying to erase this. Bring it back here. Yeah. So next operation was right. This is the operation that you need to do. Where what will you do? 3 into 4. 3 into 4 is 12 plus 2, 14. 14 plus 12, which is a 26. Right. I'm better off doing it this way. Right. So next is the biggest one, right? After this, we did this, we did this one, we did this one, third one. Now fourth one will be the biggest. So, but hang in there. It's like not at all difficult, no? That's all, right? So 2 into 4 is a 8. 8 plus 1 is a 9. 9 plus, you can write 9 if you initially you can keep it writing, because for the fourth one you can write it maybe. So 3 into 3 is a 9 plus 8, 17, which is a 26, right? So again I got a 26 here. Your next step would be to do this. So 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 6, 16. And 4 plus 3, 7, and then a 2. So 2, 8, 8. I think I wrote it twice here. Pardon me. 8, 8, 7. Yeah, that's 8, 8, 7, 9, 4. Right. 2. This goes here. No, I didn't write it extra. So remember, I'm adding this. Okay, you just need to write it a bit neatly. I got a little distracted, so I didn't write it aligned. But this is what your answer is, right? So only thing about carry is the carry will go and sit on the next number. So this 27 becomes a 28. The 6 becomes a 8 here. This 6 also becomes an 8, right? And this 6 becomes a 7, and 9 and 4, right? That's what it is. All right. So let's look at one more example. 2391 into 3011. Oops, pen is. Yeah, pen is back again. All right, 2391 into. Yeah, okay. Just want to ensure that I'm giving the right digits that I've. Okay, so 1 into 1 is a 1, right? 9 into 1, the next step. Okay, I'm not going to draw the arrows, but just imagine that, okay? Because every time you don't need to draw the arrows, because if you draw the arrows, there's going to be a little bit of a time waste, right? So 9 into 1 is a 9, plus 1 is a 10, right? I hope it's clear, right? 1 into 1 is a 1, so you've got these two digits. Now let's go and attack this next three digits, right? So 3 into 1 is a 3. 1 into 0 is obviously a 0, right? So it's just 3 plus 9, which is a 12, right? Then you go and attack these 4 digits now. 2 into 1 is a 2, plus 3, 5, right? 5 plus 3 into 1, 3, and 9 into 0 is a 0 already. So what did I get? 2 plus 3, 5, plus 3, 8. Right? Now let's go and attack these 3 digits. Right? So 2 into 1, 2, plus 9 into 3, 27. Right? So 2 plus 27, 29. Right? Now let's attack these 2 digits. 2 into 0 is a 0, 3 into 3 is a 9, and 6. Right? So this becomes a 7, 1. Right? 69 plus 2. You can add it to this whole 69. That becomes a 7. 9, 9, 3, 0, 1. That's your answer. Right? I hope it's clear. It just is over practice, and you need to stay focused. Okay, if you have any distraction when you're doing this, like sometimes I get this ping or something, just stay focused, right? Just stay focused on this, and you will get your answer. If there is some focus that you lose while doing this, and one step you miss, right, then it becomes difficult to go back and correct yourself, right? Then you will have to sometimes redo it again. So very important, and it's true for any subject. While practicing anything is true, you have to stay 100% focused. Don't have any disturbance. Even if you do it for a smaller amount of time, right, that benefit is going to be huge, right? So whatever time we have just done this practice for half an hour, right, and I think more or less we've been focused. Of course we get our own distractions, but try to stay focused on that, and then you will be able to crack and solve any problem. Okay, so I think we are kind of run out of time. We just have 4 minutes, so I'm going to do a small recap in this last 4 minutes, so that then we can wind up the class, and then you can practice with any 4-digit numbers. Another tip that I want to give you is, suppose you have a number and you're multiplying a 4-digit number by a 3-digit number, 2312, and I have 121. What will you do? You can still do this with the same pattern, right? Just you need to add a 0, that's it, and then your calculation becomes obviously a lot easier. Now apply the same pattern, right? So no difference. Same thing when you're multiplying a 3-digit also, 214, and you have a 2-digit number, you just put a 0 and you follow the 3-digit pattern, right? Same thing applies for a single digit number also. Of course 12 into 8, I mean, you would know it's 96, but still for those kids who don't know, or for the young learners, just put a 0 and you do the vertically crosswise method, you're going to get the same answer. So just fill in with zeros wherever you're short of 1 digit, and you're able to handle combinations of 4 and 3 digit, 3 and 2 digit, 1 and 2 digits, and all that, and your application is more wider. You can do more stuff, right? There are a lot more methods there are a lot more operations that vertically and crosswise. Now this thing of vertically and crosswise has a lot of applications. We will use it to an extent even in division as well, that a little complicated division we can actually use this. So be very thorough with this vertically and crosswise. Multiplication is one of the most important operations in mathematics. Of course division comes first in terms of difficulty, then multiplication, then subtraction, and then addition. Addition I consider reasonably easy, subtraction is difficult, multiplication is the next, and division is the most difficult. Vedic Maths helps you simplify all these operations, and you have beautiful techniques. Check in some of my earlier videos on division. We have done some beautiful division techniques, single line division. We have done some cube roots. So I've done about 13 or 14 sessions now. And for some sessions, you might face challenges. Maybe that, the network connectivity was an issue. I know for 2 sessions. Pardon me for that. I will try to post a recorded session for those. Okay, so I think we should wind this class up now. Maybe I didn't do the recap, right? Okay, the recap was these patterns. All I just wanted you to memorize these patterns. This one, this cross, and this vertically on this side, right? This is a 2-digit multiplication pattern, and this is what a 3-digit multiplication pattern will do, right? One here, cross here, and that's it, right? And a 4-digit multiplication pattern, this is what it does, right? So as long as you have it, maybe print it out. You can do it by yourself, right? Draw these dots on a sheet of paper and put these color boxes and paste it in front of your study desk, right? You can look at it. You will always pass by, you will be doing something else, but you keep looking at it. You keep looking at it for 7 days. It's going to come to your head. You'll never forget it, right? So you're going to be a master in multiplication by all these methods. I thank you for your time and joining today. I hope I'm sure most of you would be seeing it as a recorded session. So goodbye till then. See you in another class. Okay, take care. Bye bye.